Okay, fine. Okay, once you're ready, sit cross-legged. Okay, sit cross-legged. You can close your eyes gently. So we're meeting after a break of 2 days. We'll try to calm our mind and then get started with a few asanas. So this week I was planning to do a little differently. Like since the first week was we did a mix of everything, right? Like PM1, PM2, and then PM3. Like abdomen and then the pelvic region exercise, and then we did the TTK. So this week I was thinking so today we will do PM1 and PM2 only, and then tomorrow we'll do PM1 and PM3, like we will alternate, and then from next week onwards we'll venture into some more advanced or intermediate asanas. So these 2 weeks we'll see how our body is getting prepared for the next set of asanas. Okay, so that's the plan for this week. So today PM1, and we will try to do all PM2 asanas, including we'll introduce one new one called the boat pose, Naukasana. It's a little abdomen strengthening asana, so we'll do that today. And then we'll go into cat and tiger, and then TTK. I'll introduce one more asana called Hastbandh Utthana Asana, so that we will try to do it today. Okay, so we'll get started. So sit cross-legged, close your eyes. Let's calm our mind so that we get awareness and the focus when we try to do the set of asanas. Try to be steady and imagine yourself as a piece of rock, so that there is no body movement at all, and then take your awareness to the breath. So observe how you are naturally breathing. You are not controlling, you are not measuring your breath. It's the way your body breathes. And imagine yourself, you are seated in a room which is filled with mirrors on all sides. Imagine a picture of yourself from the front, from the right side, from the back side, from the left side, and from the top of the ceiling. Imagine how beautiful your body is seated in cross-leg position, and you are in focus of your breath. Count the number of breaths. You can do reverse counting. Let's start from 20. We will do 20 counts today. Do reverse so that it will help you to focus even more harder. So one inhale, one exhale is one count. So like that you will count for 20. And if you have counted 20, remain calm We'll give few more seconds. Now before you open your eyes, bring your palms together, rub your palms. It will generate a lot of warmth or heat in your hands, and then you can gently place it over your closed eyes, and you can even rub it over all over your face and then throat and wrinkles. So this helps you avoid any wrinkles that you might get in your face. So it's a good way to start your day as well. Like as soon as you get up from your bed, you can do this palming and then gently rub it over your entire face, throat, and then the entire rest of the body parts. So we'll get started with Pavan Muktasana 1. So today we'll go the reverse order. We'll start with neck, shoulders, and then we'll go towards toes, and then we'll continue on to Pavan Muktasana 2 series. Okay, so sit cross-legged, or as you can even sit on a chair. Now we'll start with the neck, up and down, and then we'll do rotation, and then we'll go on to shoulders. So we'll start with up and down. Breathe in, breathe out, down. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. And breathe out, 5. Now over your right shoulder clockwise. Breathe in. When you come down, breathe out. This is 1 round. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. Breathe out, 5. Reverse, anti-clockwise. Breathe in, 1. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. Breathe out, 5. We're done with the neck. We'll do with our arms and wrists today, our fingers. So join, get your fingers together, put it on your shoulder, join your elbows in front, and then we will do shoulder rotation. Breathe in, 1 as you go up. Breathe out as you come down. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. And breathe out, 5. Go the reverse direction. Breathe in, 1. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Breathe in, 3. Breathe out, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe out, 4. Breathe in, 5. Breathe out, 5. Now stretch your arms in front. We'll do a little bit for our fingers. Make a fist. This is breathe out. Breathe in, spread your fingers. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in, 2. Breathe out, 2. Whenever you're doing some practice, just look at how your body part moves. The fingers are supposed to be very complex joint structure, and all these PM1 asanas are supposed to be anti-rheumatic, and they are used in some kind of therapeutic uses also for these PM1 asanas. If you're done, you can relax your fingers and then stretch your legs forward. we'll do ankle and knee before we go to PM2. Okay, so we'll start with your ankles, bend it towards you, bend it forward, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, place your arms behind, breathe out, breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5. Now we'll do knee, bend your right knee, bring your nose closer to the knee and then try to make it straight. 1, breathe out 1, breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5. Now relax your right leg, go to your left leg, bend your knees, touch your nose tip to the knee, make your leg straight, breathe out 1, breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5. Let me know if my video is frozen. If not, we'll continue. Okay, so now lie down on your back. We have given good movements to the joints. Is it frozen? Oh, okay, fine. So lie down on your back. We'll start with PM2. We'll try to cover as much as asanas possible in the PM2, this one related to your abdomen. As usual, place your palms underneath your thighs like this. Half of your hand is outside and half is under your thighs. This is just to give the support. So since we are coming from a gap of 2 days, either your back either must be in a good condition or maybe slightly in a bad condition. So we'll try to start from a more relaxed position. So bend your left knee and then we'll do lift right leg 2 times and then we'll go into lifting the right leg without the left leg being bent. So we'll start with right leg but bend your left leg so that you're not hurting your back when we are starting. So breathe in 1, breathe out 1, breathe in 2, breathe out 2. Now place your left leg, straighten it, make it more active. Now we will lift the right leg. Okay, so this is our third round. Breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5, breathe in 6, breathe out 6, breathe in 7, breathe out 7. Now we'll do the same thing with our left leg but bend your right knee so that to support the left leg lifting. So we'll do 2 rounds with right leg bend. So lift it up, 1, this is second round. Now make your right leg straight, we'll lift left leg up, this is third round. As you go up, breathe in, this is breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5, breathe in 6, breathe out 6, breathe in 7, breathe out 7. Relax for a couple of seconds. We are going to lift both the legs together now. In case you are not able to lift, it's totally fine. You can go with single leg lifting. Now we'll go with the both legs. We'll try to do 7 rounds. Lift your leg up, down, breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5, breathe in 6, breathe out 6, breathe in 7, breathe out 7. Relax. We'll do cycling with the legs the same way, 5 rounds each, and then we'll try with both legs. Now again put your hands underneath your thighs. We'll start with right leg, but bend your left knee. The first 2 rounds we will do with bent legs so that it's not hurting your back, and then once your back is kind of ready, we'll do without the left leg bent. So start with right leg. Make your legs up straight, bend it, make it straight, breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3. Now bend your left leg, make it straight, lift your right leg up, make it straight, breathe in 5, breathe out 5, breathe in 6, breathe out 6, breathe in 7, breathe out 7. Similar, we have to do the reverse direction. So bend your left knee again, bend your right knee, bring it closer to the chest, and then make your leg straight, bring it down. This is 1 round. Breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3. Now make your left leg straight. Now breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5, breathe in 6, breathe out 6, breathe in 7, breathe out 7. Relax your right leg. We'll do with the left leg now, but bend your right knee. Now lift your left leg up, bend it, make it straight 1, make it straight 2, breathe in left, breathe out, make it straight. Now make your right knee straight, now lift. This is the 4th round. 5, bend, 6, bend, 7. Now relax. We have to do the other side. So again, bend your right knee, bend your left leg closer to the chest, make it straight, bring it down. This is 2nd round. Make it straight. This is 3rd round. 3rd round is over. So make your right leg straight, lift up. 4th round. 5th round. Make your leg straight, breathe in, and as you bend, breathe out. 6th round over. This is 7th round. Now relax for a few seconds before we start with both legs. Again, bring your feet together. We'll try with both legs, the cycling. So lift your leg up, bend it, make it straight. 1, breathe in 2, breathe out 2, breathe in 3, breathe out 3, breathe in 4, breathe out 4, breathe in 5, breathe out 5. Now bend it, make it straight, drop it. So bend both your legs, make it straight, breathe out, straighten it, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now drop both legs, slightly separate your legs, give few seconds for relaxing your legs and hips. Now we'll do Supta Pavan Muktasana. So just like cycling, we'll lift our leg up, bend it, and then hold your shin bone with your interlocked fingers, and then lift your head up. Like this. You try to touch either your head or the nose tip to the knee, or to whichever level your head can come, you can hold it. And then drop it down, breathe in and down. You'll go with the left leg, lift your leg up, bend it at the knees, hold your shin bone, breathe out, and then lift your head up, try to touch, drop it down, breathe in, breathe out. Again right, lift your leg up, breathe in, now breathe out. Try to press your shin bone or the knee towards your chest so that you need not spend a lot of effort with your head to touch the knee. So now you can see me, I am pressing towards my chest and then lifting my head up, trying to touch, and then breathe in, breathe out. Left leg, same way, bend it, hold your shin bone, press your knee so that it comes as close as possible towards your chest, and then lift your head up, touch your knee, drop it down, inhale and exhale. We have done 2 rounds. Now we'll try 3 rounds with both legs. Okay, so now lift both legs up, bend it at your knees, hold your shin bones. Either you can do one hand on one leg, or you can interlock your fingers, join them together and press it together. This is also fine. Now you have exhaled, so breathe in. Try to take your head as close as possible to the head, the knee, and then drop it down. Breathe in, breathe out. Now lift your leg up again, both legs, bend at the knee, hold your shin bone, like this also is fine, or you can interlock your fingers and then apply the same force to both legs, bring it closer to the chest, lift your head up, breathe in, breathe out. One last round we'll do. Breathe in, interlock your fingers, press your shin bone towards your chest, and then come up, breathe in and breathe out. Now relax for few counts of few seconds or few counts. You can spread your legs to the mat width, just lie in Shavasana. Now we'll do Supta Uttarakarsan. There are 2 variations we'll try to do. So now you can interlock your fingers, keep it under your head, and then bring your feet together, bend at your knees, your feet is on the ground. Now when you twist to the right, your head will turn towards the left. So we'll start from the right. So breathe out, twist left, breathe in, come up, breathe out, right, breathe in, come up, breathe out, breathe in, center, breathe out, right, breathe in, center, breathe out, right, breathe in, center, breathe out, left, breathe in, center. So now relax. We'll do one more variation with the same thing. Either you can keep your hands at the shoulder level, or you can interlock your fingers. So now separate your leg, just relax for 5 seconds. Okay, so now bring your feet together. Again, bend at your knees. This time what you are going to do is, one minute. Okay, so now this time what we are going to do is, you can interlock your fingers at the head, bend your knees, but now we are going to try and bring our knee closer to the chest as we did in Supta Pawan Muktasana, but we are going to do the same thing with, like, do the bent knees to, can't hear me? Okay, fine. Just 1 minute, I think. Okay, so now lie down on your back, interlock your fingers, place it under your head, bend at your knees. We are going to do the Supta Pawan Muktasana, like you brought your knees towards your chest, but now you are going to twist with the bent knees. Now your feet is off the ground, but we are going to do Supta Udrakarasana. So again you start bending towards your right and then tilt your head towards the left. So this is one way. Center, now left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center and left, center, relax. This keeps. Now relax for a few seconds. So we will do one stretch holding one. So if you remember, we made a 4 shape with our leg and then held it for a few counts. So gives a good stretch and is very good for any sciatica related problems. So bend your left knee, bend your right knee and then place your right shin bone on the left knee, and then you have to take your arms with through the right hand through the hole and the left hand at the outside. So now try to hold your shin bone, the left shin bone, and then try to press it so that it comes closer to your chest. Now if you can see, there will be a nice stretch on your right side, right thigh. Just hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can drop it. Now we will do the same on the right side. Put your left leg, make a 4 shape, take your arms, one left hand through the hole and the right hand at the outside. Hold your shin bone, press it. You can lift your head up to try and hold the shin bone, and then you can drop your head back. Now press towards your chest. You can see a good stretch onto your left thigh muscles. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Release, relax. Now we will introduce the boat pose today. So we will try to do 5 rounds, not holding for a long time. We'll just hold for 1 or 2 counts and then we'll do. The main thing about boat pose is your leg and your upper part of the body, when it is lifted up, it should be only about 1 feet from the ground, max 1.5 feet. You should not go more than it. So either you can keep your hands on the thighs and then lift up like this and then come down, or you can put your hands like this over your head and then try to lift yourself up. So either way is fine. So we will try to do 5 rounds. It's very good core strengthening exercise or asana. So now put your arms or palm on your thighs, lift your legs and your head. Again, one important thing would be only it should be maximum of 1 to 1.5 feet, and then you are actually trying to put your entire weight on your sitting bone. Let's go. Round 1, 1, 2, drop it down. Round 2, when you come up you breathe in, when you go down you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Round 3, 1, 2, 3, drop it down. Round 4, we will hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop it down. Round 5, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop it down. Relax. Spread your legs. You have given a good workout for our abdomen today. You can point your palms to the sky, relax for few seconds. So tomorrow we will do PM3, we will skip PM2. Now once you are ready, you can get up, stand up, turning to one side. There is one more thing you can do when you are getting up, especially from the mat. This is a good way, it gives a good massage to your back. You can just see me, you can try to stand up like this. If not possible, you can leave it, but you can just do this. So just like we did Supta Pawan Muktasana. Now you can see me, I am holding my both the shin bone with the left and right. So you can give a gentle rock like this. So now once you get the momentum, you can try to stand up without your hands. You can try that. It gives a good massage to your back or the spine. There is one more thing you can do. Probably whenever you have any kind of back pain, so you might have seen babies doing it. So you can just gently bend your legs at the knee. Try to hold your feet with your palm like this, and then do a gentle left and right. This again is good massager for your back. It will relieve you of some, probably a minimal pain at the back. It will relieve. Okay, so once you are ready, you can turn towards one side, or you can rock and roll and then get up. So we will do cat and tiger, which is very important for our back, and then we will go into TTK. So again, you can become four-legged, or you can adopt Vajrasana and then come forward and then become four-legged. By doing with Vajrasana, you need not check whether all your body parts in alignment. 1 minute. So by doing from Vajrasana, you will, when you come to become, or when you are becoming four-legged, your body will be in complete alignment. So you take one palm distance and then come up. So there is no need for adjustment in this. So automatically you are aligned. Or you can become four-legged and then try to align your body parts accordingly. So shoulder should be straight, in line with your wrist. Your palm should be in line with your knees, and then your knees should be perpendicular. So we'll start cat pose. So invert your spine, drop your lower abdomen, look up. This is breathe in. Now lift your abdomen up, drop your head. It should touch your throat or collar region. Breathe out. Breathe in 2. Breathe out 2. You're playing with your spine here. This is the cat pose. Breathe in 4. Breathe out 4. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 5. Now tiger. You're going to make your leg bend like the tiger's tail. So now bring your right knee and then bend your head. Try to touch the knee if not possible. It's okay. Make your leg straight, right leg straight, and then bend. If you have back pain, you just hold it in this position. So you can bend. Now again swing your right leg forward. This is breathe in 2. Swing your right leg forward. Breathe out 2. Breathe in 3. Breathe out 3. Breathe in 4. Breathe out 4. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 5. Now with the other leg, bring your left knee, head close to each other. Make your leg straight, bend it. Breathe out 1. Breathe in 2. Breathe out 2. Breathe in 3. Breathe out 3. Breathe in 4. Breathe out 4. Breathe in 5. Breathe out 5. Now we learn one relaxation posture. It's called Shashankasana. So for that you can be in Vajrasana and then do it. But in case you are not able to do Vajrasana, you can just lie down in Shavasana. So in Vajrasana, you can slightly spread your knees. You are going to bend down, but you are not going to lift your buttocks from your feet. Now you can either raise your arms up and then bend at your hip level and then try to bring your abdomen in between your legs, or you can sit in Vajrasana and then bend down. But if your abdomen is preventing from you to come forward, you can slightly separate your legs. So now lift your hands up, come down, bend at your hip, just place your head in between the both hands. There are two positions you can adopt. Either you can put your hands by the side of your feet, or you can place it forward. So this relaxing posture has got amazing benefits. So in case in any one day if you have headache, just try to be in this position. It will give you a good circulation to your brain, and then you will be kind of, at least for temporary purpose, you will be relieved of your headache. It is said that when you get up from the bed, it is advised to do this particular pose. So it gives you a good, helps the blood circulate more, and it will help you to feel more energized when you get up from the bed. In case you are not able to touch the head, you can put your hands like this and then be in this, or you can put one palm over the other and put your head on the palms, or on the back of the palm, that's also fine. But if your head is touching, you can be here. And if it's hurting your knees, you can lie down in Shavasana. Okay, once you are completely relaxed, you can come up. We'll do Tadasana. It's very important for our spine. You can stand up. It's called the palm tree pose. You can imagine how straight the palm tree is. So we're trying to stimulate or emulate the palm tree here. So interlock your fingers in front of you, lift it up above your head, and then make your palm pointing upwards. So now you're going to do it on your toes. So we'll try to hold, we'll do 5 rounds. Each round we'll try to hold for 5 counts. So as you inhale, you go up, you lift your hands up and then come on your toes. So the movement should be synced with your breath. So breathe in, come up, hold. So look at a point. If you look at a point, it helps you to balance in that position. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Breathe out, down. Second round, breathe in 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third round, breathe in, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. Fourth round, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. Again, breathe in up. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Relax. Put your hands down. Relax. So we'll do Kati Chakrasana, Triyak Tadasana, and then we'll go to Kati Chakrasana. Again, interlock your fingers in front, lift it up, place it up over your head, lift your hands up, make sure your palm is facing the sky, and then bend towards your right. And the distance between your feet should be either 2 feet or you can measure at the shoulder length. So interlock, bring it up, point it towards your sky, and then go to your right, bend towards your right, breathe in, come up, breathe out, left, breathe in center, breathe out, breathe in center, breathe out left. Now in this round we'll try to hold. Breathe in right, breathe out right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in center. Make sure your arms are not getting bent. When you bend towards side, we tend to bend and then do like this. It's not right. Your arms has to be as straight as possible. Okay, so breathe out left. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Come up. One more round. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. Left. Again hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. We'll do Kati Chakrasana. It's the same distance for your feet, 2 feet or at the shoulder. Lift your hands up at the shoulder level and then bend towards your right. Straight, shoulder level, left. Again you are bending twisting only your upper part. You are not moving your hips and legs are all fixed. Okay, so twist towards the right. Look over your right shoulder and then bring to the center Go towards the left. Look at your left shoulder. Now we'll hold. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center. Go to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come center. We'll do one last round. Go to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again center. Left. The ideal position would be to look at your left heel. So you can look over your left shoulder for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center, relax. You can bring your feet together, open your palms up, just relax, take a few breaths in and out. We'll try to do one balancing asana. We'll explore balancing asanas in this week, but to start this week, we will do one simple balancing asana. In case you are finding difficult, you can go to take the wall support and then do it, or if you can come forward without any support, you can stand. So it's going to be a very simple balancing asana. As we try to do the tree pose, as we go into tree pose, it's important that we try to find the right balance and then we do the complete tree pose. So for today, we are going to just hold our knee like this in this position while you are standing on the other leg, and we will repeat the same on the other leg. Okay. So now you can come, make your feet together, close your eyes. When you close your eyes, your body will either move to the right or left or backward and forward. It's trying to find the perfect balance. We'll do 2 rounds. One round we'll try with open eyes. One round we'll try with closed eyes. Okay. So now lift your right leg up. You can hold your right knee like this. Lift your hands up and then say, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Bring your hands down. Bring your right leg down. You are actually lifting the opposite side hand. Now we'll do the same with the left leg. Lift your left leg up. Hold it with your left hand. Raise your right hand and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Bring your right hand down. Bring your left leg down. We'll try with closed eyes. Let's see how it goes. So bring your right leg up. Hold it. Lift your left hand up. Close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you're finding it difficult, you can open your eyes. We are doing only small counts. Now with the left leg, bring your left leg in front, hold with your left hand, rise your right hand up, close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Bring your right hand down and then bring your left leg down. Now you can relax. We'll conclude with the asanas now. We'll do relaxing Shavasana posture. If you have any questions, we'll discuss for a quick 1 minute and then